Welcome everybody back to the Big Three Breakdown. I am your host, Pulse Metrics, and this is my other
Nico,
host, my very good friend, Nico
Nico Mateo.
Mateo. And so today we're just going to be, going through some college football and NFL, recapping what has happened this past weekend. Nico, any takes you might want to give about this past week?
It was for college football. It was this week was blowout central.
Oh yeah,
There were
blowout
so
central.
many blowouts this week. I mean, last week of college football was much more entertaining because the games were a little bit closer and they were a lot better. I mean, probably in my opinion, my favorite game this week was the Michigan game
Yeah.
when they played Oklahoma. Correct?
I think that is correct.
That game was really fun to watch, but really like other than that, I mean, Alabama blowout, FSU blowout, Penn State blowout, like all of those teams that I
Yeah,
like to watch, they
let
were
me go
just
ahead and pull up some of the games.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was absolutely brutal. I might be lagging out a little bit because I'm pulling up the games, but yeah, I mean this might have been the biggest blowout central that I've seen in a while. Um, but my favorite one was what was it? I think Ohio State absolutely beating the ever living crap out of their opponent, and it was unbelievable. I mean, bottom line, Ohio State's going to be very good.
I mean, they're the
We
number.
have to
They're
acknowledge we
top
have
seed
to
in college
acknowledge that
football.
right now.
They're
What?
a they're a top seed in college football. Would you not expect them to be good?
I didn't. No, I didn't expect anything else. Yeah, and people want to label NFL as if it's so much less exciting than. Oh, we actually have so many games. We're obviously not going to cover all the games because that would take about 1 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because college football has so many teams. I'm still scrolling. All right, so yeah, let me pull up the games and then we will just go ahead and react to them. Simple as that. One thing I really want to talk about: our guys, Penn State, right over here. Our boys doing the dirty work, getting it done. I really just need to look at Penn State because the other Florida International didn't score a single point. Drew Aller's, in my opinion, Drew Aller has been locked down. He has been accurate all season. Katron Allen has been fantastic all season. It's just been
So is Nick Singleton.
so is Nick Singleton too, but he for some reason he's not getting as many carries as Katron Allen, which I think is a little weird. But receiving was led by Devontae Ross, who had a touchdown, 3 receptions, 61 yards. Kyron Hudson, that boy has been absolutely killing it.
Yeah, he's shown some really good flashes on defense. Sorry, as a receiver this season.
Yeah. But my guy, Danny Dennis Sutton, has been absolutely killing it.
Yeah, he's been electric all year.
All freaking year. Um, There's so many games, as you can see. We're not going to go through, like I said, all the games, but we're just going to review, highlight what needs to be highlighted, like right here,
Go look.
Oregon.
Can you look at the going on the Texas stats?
Oh, yeah, San Jose
Because
State,
I
obviously,
get
Arch
it.
Manning.
It's San Jose State, but Arch Manning had a day.
But Arch Manning was absolutely locked down. Oh, this ice cream is tasting so much sweeter. Mm. Yeah. CJ Baxter, that guy is going to turn out to be really good. Arch Manning had 5 total touchdowns, though.
Yeah, that's insane. And people
Yeah.
were doubting him week one. I get it. It's San Jose State, but name me another starting quarterback in college football that could put up these stats against any team.
And listen, don't be getting in the comments saying, you guys were doubting him. No, we are not. Saying we can't judge him off of the first week. Yeah, so don't even try that. Don't even try that with us. So many more. We even have, and we gotta talk about this.
God.
Again, there's nothing to highlight over here. Ohio State just was unstoppable. Julian
I would just like to
Sayin,
point out, go look at the third person in the rushing category, Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, 9 attempts for 100. He averaged 12 yards per attempt and a touchdown.
I mean, going off of this game, he's kind of living up to that name.
Mm-hmm. And Bo Jackson, I feel like would have had a Hall of Fame career if he had played longer. But my man, we were wrong to ever doubt Jeremiah Smith.
Agreed. You
Ah,
can't you can't judge players based off of what they've done in the first week. It
only
takes
week one.
it takes time for offenses to settle in.
Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness. It looks like Alabama was mad. They were coming for blood. And it's funny, no quarterback of Louisiana Monroe threw for over 30 yards. Is that
Yeah,
pathetic? Is that pathetic or is that pathetic?
that's pathetic.
Dude, Ty Simpson just looks like an absolute demon. Dude, 3 of their quarterbacks came in and threw for above 1 touchdown.
And I mean, Ty Simpson was 17 for 17.
He didn't complete a single pass. I mean, I know he only threw the ball 17 times, but jeez. Go looking at the rushing game now. Nothing too spectacular. My prayers still go out to Ryan Williams. I hope he's okay. But meanwhile, these guys were a great fill-in for him, especially Jerby Bernard, who I think we covered him last time we were breaking down college football content.
Yeah, pretty sure we did break him down.
And obviously, if your defense lets up 0 points, they obviously did something right. Yeah, another couple. We'll go through a couple more. I want to know how Carson Beck did. Obviously, he had to have done well. 22 for 24, 267. I think, me personally, I think Carson Beck has looked like the best college football quarterback so far.
I think Nussmeier for LSU has been the best quarterback in college football so far.
Maybe. I mean, Garrett Nussmeier's also been great.
Go look at
I
the
want to know real
Mark
quick.
Mark Fletcher showed some real flashes in that game.
Yeah. But I remember you and I were talking about this game outside of the podcast. What do you want your take to be on Michigan?
Bryce Underwood, I mean, I get it. He is a true freshman starting quarterback, but he made some horrific passes this game. I mean,
Dude,
he had a pass. He only completed 9 passes of 24
he
attempts.
only had a 37 completion percentage. Yeah,
I
that's just
mean,
he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat.
yeah.
It's just pathetic.
I mean, I was watching that game and I was thinking, like, how could you have missed that receiver? But on a few of the plays that I did see, it didn't look like he was on the same page as his receivers.
Yeah, it looked like something was off, like the entire
Yeah.
night. Obviously, maybe it was a problem with the play calling. I don't know, but that stuff happens. But Justice Haynes, 19 for 125 and a touchdown. Dang. Going over to
Yeah.
Oklahoma now. John Mateer. I remember you were talking about this guy. 21 for 34, 270, a touchdown and a pick. Also running
Yeah,
for
he
74
didn't.
yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he didn't look bad at all. If anything, he looked pretty. He looked pretty good.
He's been a high prospect. Deion
Yeah.
Burks, 7 for 101 and a touchdown. Also served his purpose. So yeah, I mean, Michigan. I would be worried about Michigan. We'll go a couple more. Going over to Louisiana. Garrett Nussmeier, not the most accurate, but 237 touchdown and a pick. Also running for negative 27 yards.
I
My
mean,
goodness.
Talk about pathetic.
Mm. Louisiana Tech. I mean, quarterback didn't have a bad day, but he just only threw the ball 8 times. And now, finally, I'm sure you guys are all hungry to know about what. By the way, Tennessee. Oh my God, hungry to know about what Cade Klubnik did. 18 for 24, 196, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. I mean, it's okay, but it's not really what you want to see out of your quote unquote number one overall prospect quarterback. You know?
yeah, and the real takeaway from this game is Troy fought until the last minute of the last second of the game. This
Yeah.
game was close all game. It was it was a very high and low game. I mean, Troy almost came back and won.
Yeah.
The
Troy
fact
almost
that
won this game.
Dude, the fact that it was even close at all just shows like Clemson may not be very good this year.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not judging them just yet. Maybe give them a few weeks, but I mean, they're starting to scare me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Cape Klubnik looked absolutely horrendous versus LSU last week. Um, we have Florida losing to South Florida. Okay,
Yep.
like that's out of the
Can
blue.
you look? Can we look at the stats of that game?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead. Let's dive into it. DJ Lagway, who supposedly has the best arm in college football. I mean, he was accurate, but 221, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Also ran for only 9 yards. It was your offense was really carried by your running back, literally 18 attempts for 93 yards. I
Yeah.
mean, South Florida, though, I'm interested to see what was so special that they did. Which is really not much. I mean, receiving was kind of just iffy. Um, I feel
I
like,
mean, it was a low scoring game. It was a good defensive game.
and that's what it
Is
needs to
the
be. I
it,
mean,
yeah, I feel like the Florida and South Florida defenses were the key takeaways of this game.
exactly. South Florida and Florida, yeah, just holding each other to 18 and only 16 points.
But I think that's enough to cover for college football. Should we move on
Yeah,
to NFL?
yeah. Let me go ahead and pull up the NFL here. And when I was reviewing these games on my channel, I couldn't help but see I don't know, just a lot of the games, like some of these games were just weird. Just flat out just weird.
Yeah.
Should we start from the first game going all the way down? Or should we
Yep.
react to some of the best games?
Start from the Eagles and Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. That game was something.
I mean,
First
we
game
lost
we
two
shall
players in the
react
first
to.
4 seconds of the game.
Let me
We
go
lost
ahead and
four
kick,
players.
let me go ahead and kick my let me go ahead and kick my feet up real quick. Ah, this ice cream, man, is great. Cowboys fans, how you feeling? Um, Going over to Eagles now. Jalen Hurts was nearly perfect passing the ball, but let me hear your take on this.
I feel like everybody's saying that we should have passed the ball to AJ Brown more, which I 100% agree with.
I agree
But
too.
but what I've heard is that that was the first time AJ Brown was full speed with the starting lineup because he is injured.
Yeah, I mean, I heard he's been dealing with a lot of hamstring issues. Um,
I If anything, I think we should have passed the ball to Devontae Smith more.
yeah, I mean, but we just threw to Dallas Goddard a lot. I mean,
Well, I mean,
but
I'm not necessarily mad at that. I mean, Dallas Goedert went healthy. He's a top tight end in the league.
yeah, I agree. Man, that ice cream's good. Um,
But I mean, I feel like the key thing with the Eagles was the whole Jalen Carter situation.
yeah, the spit gate that was kind of ridiculous.
Which, I mean, I'll just say this: Dak Prescott did spit at him first.
Yeah, I was seeing that a lot on Twitter, going around. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, Jalen Hurts was again nearly perfect passing the ball. 100 threw for 152 yards, which it's a miracle that he threw for 152 yards while only passing 23 times. Saquon Barkley had a score on the ground. Jalen Hurts had 2 scores on the ground. Receiving again was led by none other than Dallas Goedert. But the
No,
defense,
Jahad Dotson led our team in receiving.
well, I mean, he led receptions.
Oh.
Yeah, but he did lead in yards. Obviously, nobody had a touchdown because we barely threw the ball again. Um, but my overall player of the game, I know he didn't put up the flashiest stats. But my overall just player in general of the game has got to be Jahad Campbell, dude. Dude,
I
Jahad
mean,
Campbell, you got to use the eye test on this one, dude. He was everywhere.
Jahad Campbell was my defensive rookie of the year prediction. So,
And boy, is it coming into play now.
yeah.
But we got to talk about like the stinker of the game. That was none other than Adoree Jackson. Dude.
I mean, all of our cornerbacks did so good except for Adoree Jackson.
Dude, did you know? I saw the stats. Cooper DeJean let up only 1 reception for 0 yards. Didn't allow a single yard the entire night. Quinyon Mitchell only let up 4 receptions for 23 yards and defended a pass and fumbled and a fumble recovery.
But yeah, I mean Cooper Jean and Quinyon Mitchell were lights out. But my key takeaway from this defense was, of course, Adoree Jackson, and we had a lot of missed interception opportunities.
Yeah, Dak should have had 3 interceptions on the night.
Yeah, I mean Quinyon. I know Quinyon has always kind of had a struggle for catching the ball, and
But
if he can figure out like what his problem is with catching the ball, and you add if he's able to catch the ball plus with his pass coverage ability, he'll become a top cornerback in the league.
yeah, I 100% agree. Um, I mean, you could visibly see it. Like this defense needs Jalen Carter. You could
Yeah, I mean
you could see
we
it, dude.
we wouldn't have got cooked up by Javante Williams if we had Jalen Carter.
Well, realistically, looking at it, Javante Williams, he didn't really cook us that much. Only averaged 3.6 yards a
Well,
carry.
he would not have had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, like had Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter not been in, like had not gotten out. The Cowboys, I don't think score a single touchdown.
But let's just go look at CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, dude, CeeDee Lamb was cooking Adoree Jackson the entire night. My main question is, why are we putting our worst corner on their best receiver?
Jackson, I've been thinking the same exact thing since Thursday.
I, by the way, that's a name reveal. My name is Jackson. Okay, so there you go. You could call me Jackson instead of Postmetrics if you really want to. Thanks a lot for revealing that, Nico. Yeah, 7 receptions for 110 yards. Just absolutely cooking. Adoree Jackson mainly. We've mentioned this again over and over again, but it was just Adoree Jackson. Every time they put Quinyon on CeeDee Lamb, they got cooked. But we don't want to spend too much time on just this game. We obviously got to get to other games, such as this game. We got Chiefs and we got the Chargers. Real quick, I want to talk about Justin Herbert. Oh my God.
Justin Herbert had one of the best performances in week 1.
In week 1, if not the best. Omarion Hampton obviously screwed me in fantasy, so thank you for that, Omarion.
Well, I
Where-
had Jerome Ford and AJ Brown, so
Thanks.
and I
Obviously,
benched Javante Williams.
Obviously, it didn't help that Omarion Hampton barely caught the ball. But Keenan Allen, my goodness, Keenan Allen. The dude looks like 20 years old again.
I mean, yeah, him and Quentin Johnston really showed, and I mean, also Ladd McConkey, they
Yeah,
really
I mean,
showed some true flashes this game.
yeah, it's no fair. The Chargers get to pass the ball all they want. And we barely get to pass it all. Yeah,
And then going
go
over
to
the Chiefs, I
Chiefs.
mean, I mean, Xavier Worthy literally got demolished by Travis Kelsey.
That just shows like the level of dysfunction right now that's in Kansas City. I saw during a huddle, Travis Kelsey was yelling at one of the linemen for a false start. I mean, it's Jawan Taylor. I mean, he is the most penalized. Has been the most penalized player in the league for the past 2 years now. So I mean, I get Travis Kelsey losing his temper a little, but you don't scream at a teammate. You got to encourage your teammates to do better. And I thought Travis Kelsey was better than that, honestly. I thought he was more of a leader.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I mean, obviously, the dude's just not going to be the same. Although we did have a touchdown, though. But overall,
Yeah.
there's not much more to talk about this game. Is there any games you may want to highlight? Oh, wait, hold on. We got to talk about this game. Oh, man.
I mean, Daniel Jones made NFL history.
Scored on every single friggin' drive.
I don't think anybody saw that coming.
I mean, it's the Dolphins secondary. I mean, I'm pretty sure you or I could cook them. I mean, so which is why I'm not really too impressed by this Colts win. Daniel Jones,
But I
even though
mean,
Daniel
but I
Jones,
mean,
I mean, those are still, yeah, those are still grown men.
they're still NFL players. They're still in the NFL for a reason. They gotta. I mean, you can't really discredit them for that.
So yeah, I mean, I got to give Daniel Jones his flowers. He also ran for 2 touchdowns as well. Just Tua looked absolutely horrible.
I mean, if you get benched mid-game for Zach Wilson, you know you have a little bit of a slight problem.
Yeah, it's Zach Wilson. I mean, Devon Achane really was their offense.
Yeah.
Devon Achane has been their offense for the past 2 years now.
Yeah. And one thing I would like to cover, like about like what's going on like with the Dolphins. Would you like to talk about what's going on with Tyreek Hill outside of the NFL?
Why don't you explain it?
So, like with like the trade talks and all that, do you have any like predictions of like where you think he will end up?
Well, I saw on social media that apparently the Steelers are one of the favorites to get Tyreek Hill.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's going back to KC. I mean,
But why though?
Rasheed
Why
Rush.
would you do that?
I mean, he'll go back to KC where he was with almost his whole entire prime of his career.
And he
They
could win.
lo-
And he could possibly win a Super Bowl.
yeah, but I think it's a more or less their whole entire like wide receiver situation right now. I mean, they lost Xavier Worthy, and Rasheed Rice is still suspended.
And now they're gonna go sign the only guy who's faster than Xavier Worthy by a little, and that's Tyreek Hill. If they do that, then the Chiefs may have a chance of beating us, but I still don't think so. Um, I just think the whole Dolphins organization is a mess right now. Their coach is an absolute idiot, Mike McDaniel. I've always thought he was an absolute clown. Tua Tagovailoa, I've tried to keep on explaining, is not that good, but nobody wants to listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. It's
Another
just
game I would like to break down is the Buccaneers Falcons game.
Oh yeah. Young Wei Koo needs to be fired immediately. Looking at the Buccaneers now, Baker Mayfield wasn't very accurate, but still completed all the most important throws that he needed to complete. Run game was kind of a mess even though Bucky Irving did have a receiving touchdown, he was effective on the ground. But we gotta talk about this boy, Emeka Egbuka.
I mean, he showed up when the Bucks needed him the most.
Two very, very, very important touchdowns.
I mean, he arguably had the most important play of the game.
Exactly. The one that got them the lead. Michael Penix now. Man, what a game he had.
I mean, personally, I would like for an apology from you for all the things that you've said off camera about Michael Penix.
You know what? Entertain the people. I'll be right back. You want your apology? Fine. Fine. I'll give you your apology. I'll give you your formal apology. Stupid.
Let's hear it.
All right. Michael Penix Jr., I apologize. I am a clown and I was not aware with your game. You
Good.
happy now?
Very.
All right. No, but for real, Michael Penix Jr. did actually have a great game. 64% of his passes for 298 yards. He almost threw for 300 yards his first game. That's kind of wild.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, can we just talk about the game that Bijan had? I mean, he didn't have the most impressive yards on the ground, but I mean,
Receiving. It's kind of hard to argue with 6 receptions for 100 yards and a touchdown as a running back.
yeah, I mean, having a 50-yard touchdown, a receiving touchdown for a running back's pretty crazy.
Only into the second play of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Michael Penix was effective in the run game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
yeah, rushing touchdown, 21 yards.
if I were the Falcons, I would not be worried one bit. But we got to go ahead and real quick and talk about the Lions and the Packers. Lions, what happened?
I mean, this is what I've been saying for months now. I think losing their two coordinators is really going to affect them in the first few weeks of the season.
Yeah, I mean, 31. I mean, it's not like Goff had a bad game. But just his offense was dead. Like, nobody could get open.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Amon-Ra
Amon-Ra
got
St. Brown
absolutely shut
didn't have
down.
a great game. I mean,
J-Mo didn't have a game.
Sam Laporta was their only pass catcher that had a pretty good game.
Yeah, I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, only 10. I mean, he had 10 receptions, but only 31 yards out of those.
Yeah.
Looking at the Packers now. Oh, by the way, the Lions literally could not stop a nosebleed on defense.
Yeah, their defense wasn't looking so hot.
Was not. Jordan Love, obviously, hey, you throw the ball not that many times, obviously you throw for less yards. But 2 touchdowns as well. Was very accurate. Josh Jacobs had a good day on the ground. Receiving was led by Romeo Dobbs, who's honestly Jordan Love's favorite target for some reason.
I was expecting a lot more out of Matthew Golden this game.
I mean, from what I got to see, it didn't look like Matthew Golden had a bad game. It's just he didn't get thrown to like at all.
Yeah.
But we gotta talk about the player of the game, Micah Parsons, making his Packers debut.
Player of the game? If anything, I would go Edgerrin Cooper.
Well, I mean, you gotta look at the you gotta use the eye test when it comes to the thing. Micah Parsons had like so many QB pressures. It was honestly hard to count.
Yeah, but I mean, 12 tackles is pretty insane.
Yeah. Total tackles and 8 solo tackles in general, like that's very impressive. Obviously, Evan Williams coming out of nowhere and having the pick, that really helped him out a lot. But then we got to go and talk about the game of the year.
The Ravens versus Bills. This game was crazy.
Me? I mean, first, I don't even care about the MVP debate, honestly. These are the two best quarterbacks in the league.
And it's not even remotely close.
No, it's not even remotely close. Probably going to go down as two top 10 quarterbacks that we will ever see play the game of football. I mean, listen, Lamar, much like Jalen Hurts, was nearly perfect on the through the air, but just didn't get a lot of opportunities. But was very, very effective on the run game as usual. Not really anything surprising about that. Derrick Henry, just continuing to kill it. But
But Derrick Henry had the most crucial moment in this game
yeah,
with his
obviously getting fumbled.
fumble.
That was
But I mean,
terrible.
let's
Zay
just look at
Flowers, my man,
Zay
Zay
Flowers.
Flowers.
I don't think anybody was expecting a game like that from Zay Flowers.
No siree. And obviously, other than Justin Matabuke, the Ravens defense could not stop a nosebleed at the end. But my guy, Josh Allen, throwing the ball 46 times, still managing a 71 completion percentage.
I mean,
Like,
you
literally.
know I'm not a big Josh Allen fan. I'm not a big Bills fan, but I mean, I gotta give Josh Allen his flowers.
Dude,
That was that might go down as like one of the best performances of this year.
Dude, literally strapped the team on his back and said, "Here we go," and took the team to a win. Like, honestly, as they were setting up to kick the game-winning field goal, I was thinking to myself, I can't believe they're about to win this game. Like, they were literally just dead like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this is why Josh Allen is the MVP. Like, because if the Bills had anybody else, like, they wouldn't have won that game. I mean, you have to be real. Josh Allen,
I will say this: if Lamar Jackson passed the ball 33 times, he would have had similar stats.
I kind of agree. But, like, from going off to all the way before last season, like, with everything that was so bad that was supposed to happen to the Bills, has gone the absolute opposite. Can you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, Keon Coleman had himself a day.
Oh, yeah. 8 for 112 and a score. Dalton Kincaid caught a 90-mile-an-hour fastball in the end zone from Josh Allen. Josh Allen even had 2 scores on the ground and wasn't tush pushes. It was physically running the ball through the defense. And I don't know. And honestly, winning me a fantasy game. This was just physically. This is why Josh Allen is the MVP. That is the one thing I will say. Had Lamar been on the Bills, would they have won the game? I don't think so. I really don't. Because Josh Allen, I just feel like, is the better quarterback.
Well, here's the thing about Lamar Jackson. Just like looking at his stats, he scored a few of his touchdowns in like not that many drives. Let's think about that for a second.
This was
He
the
would
this
have,
was the play-by-play. Oh
yeah.
my goodness. Now,
Like
obviously, not the
there's
play-by-play. We need the scoring summary. So, quarter one, obviously, it was a touchdown through to Dalton Kincaid. Then Tyler Loop kicked a 52-yarder. Then Derrick Henry rushed for 30 yards, touchdown, making the whole Bills defense look absolutely weak. Then Lamar Jackson ran it in for a touchdown. Just that duo of Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. Phew. Just continuing to look absolutely insane. Then we had Matt Prater going in and kicking the field goal. Then we had Tyler Loop kicking another one. Matt Prater kicking another one. Then that's when we went to halftime. Then we have Lamar Jackson completing a pass to Zay Flowers for 23 yards and a touchdown. Then James Cook run for a 2-yard touchdown. Lamar Jackson, right here. Lamar Jackson threw to DeAndre Hopkins What a
That
catch!
that catch, that was probably one of the best catches of the week.
The best catch of the week. That was
I'm
insane.
not. Did you see J.C. Horn's interception?
Yeah, I did see that. But right here, this is where I thought the Bills were dead.
Yeah, I was. You just stole the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna say,
But
I
this
was I
fourth,
was about to, I was about to go to bed after the third quarter because I thought this game's in the books. The
you
Ravens
were
are gonna
like, "All
win.
right, I was right. Jackson was wrong, and we're ready to move on. Lamar Jackson's better than Josh Allen."
Yeah.
Nope. This fourth quarter was all Josh Allen. Scrambles for a touchdown. Derrick Henry rushed for a touchdown. Thought we were really dead here, but nope. Josh Allen passes to Keon Coleman for the touchdown, then runs for another touchdown, takes his team down the field in field goal range. Matt Prater kicks it, bam, Bills win.
I mean, it was electric game from kickoff to the end till that field goal. I mean, their backup kicker came up in the most clutch way possible,
Ah, man.
and not single handedly, but won them a football game.
Yes. But I feel like you can't really give all the credit to the kicker here. I mean, obviously, he kicked the game winning point.
I'm not. I'm giving all this credit, most of this credit to Josh Allen. I mean, if you go back to the game stats, his his stats were statistically insane.
I know. He almost passed. He almost passed for 400 yards. Look at this.
I mean, and doing all that without throwing a pick is pretty crazy.
Yes. Throwing the ball 46 times, still managing a 71 completion percentage while not throwing a pick is absolutely wild.
Yeah.
I think I might change my MVP pick. The MVP is always a quarterback award, and right now there's just no one better than Josh Allen. Don't overthink it.
I mean, you're really jumping the gun right here. It is week one. I'm not making any I mean like my preseason award pick for the MVP was Lamar Jackson, so I'm gonna stick by that.
No,
But I mean,
everyone knows I'm kidding. I'm getting a little lost in the sauce. I'm obviously still picking Jalen Hurts, just because he's just my pick. I'm sticking with all my awards this time.
I'm
Uh,
not gonna make any serious award predictions at least until week 8 or week 9.
yeah. But that's really all we wanted to cover for the NFL, at least. Shall we do a little bit of start bench cut?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right. Shall we do it basketball or baseball? Because I noticed we haven't done any basketball or baseball stuff so far.
Let's do one baseball, one basketball, and one football.
One football. All right. Start bench cut these three players in their prime for the NBA all time. LeBron, Kobe, and Shaquille O'Neal.
All right, so I'm just gonna go right out of the obvious. We're starting LeBron.
All right, we're starting obviously.
I mean, it's tough. I think I would. Ah, what would you do for this?
I would start LeBron. I would bench prime Shaq, and I'm cutting prime Kobe. You could really flip a coin. It's a coin flip for bench and the cut part. But I just feel like Shaq in his prime was just the more dominant player.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, I would probably just bench Shaq just because of the pure dominance.
And then
Of
cut Kobe.
Yeah, and then I would cut Kobe.
And
I
there's
mean,
no wrong answer. If you want to go Kobe, I'm cool with that. But,
yeah. I got one for you.
all right.
Start bench cut. Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Larry Bird.
All right. Obviously, I'm starting Larry Bird. Larry Bird's going in. I feel like Larry Bird is just the best all-around basketball player like that ever played the game. Just pure, not legacy-wise, just pure skill as a basketball player. He's a better shooter than guys like Jordan and LeBron and Kareem. He's a better rebounder than guys like Steph, um, Kobe, and all those, and KD and all those guys. He's better defensively than guys like Magic Johnson. He legitimately didn't have any flaws as a player, Larry Bird. And then the top two just come down to personal preference, but I'm going to bench Magic Johnson and go ahead and cut Curry. You're not going to agree
I'm
with that.
s- I'm starting Curry.
You're starting Curry. Yeah. Yeah.
And that I would start Curry, bench Bird, and cut Magic.
I'm just I don't know. I'm a big Magic fan. I feel
And
like
I'm a
I,
big Curry fan.
this is a hot take, but I feel like Magic Johnson is closer to being the GOAT than he is getting passed by Steph Curry as the best point guard ever.
The I had Magic as my best point guard ever until the last Golden State Finals run with Curry. Yeah, he single-handedly put that team on his back and carried them to the finals. They
But
beat the Celtics.
before that, everybody was saying, "Oh, Steph Curry can't win without this talented roster. Oh, Steph Curry can't win without KD or Klay Thompson." Wrong,
Yeah.
wrong. Had one of the best finals performances in the last decade. Obviously. All right, I got one now for you in baseball. Start, bench, cut these four MVP candidates, I would say. Judge, Raleigh, Schwarber, and Otani.
So would I cut two?
You're starting. You're starting. You're starting two. You're benching one. You're cutting one. Start two. Start overall two as your MVPs, and then bench one and cut one.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to look more into the stats with this one, but just going off of my knowledge, starting Otani and Cal.
And Cal.
Whoa, wait, no. I'm starting Otani and Schwarber. I'm benching Cal and I'm cutting Judge.
Really? Yeah, honestly, I gotta go ahead and agree with you. I just
The
feel like
only
when you look at the stats, I mean, Schwarber beats Otani in almost every single category.
Yeah, but I feel like it's closer with Cal and Judge. Like
But
the only thing that really sets Judge apart from other players is the batting average.
yeah, because I mean, we have to admit, Cal and Schwarber's batting average is not great.
Yeah. But I
But
mean,
they're not supposed to be your average, like hit for average players. They're not supposed. That's not their role.
yeah.
Their role
I
is
got
to.
I got I got a start bench cut for you for baseball.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds, Babe Ruth, Willie Mays.
Whew, had to go with the three goats. All right. This comes down to personal stuff like personal baseball. All steroids aside, because steroids do not make you swing the bat better. They do not help your eye coordination. They don't physically make you swing the bat. So I don't care about the steroids. Considering everything, I am starting Barry Bonds. I'm benching Babe Ruth, and that's really a coin flip there, and I'm cutting Willie Mays pretty easily, honestly. No
Yeah.
disrespect to the Say Hey kid, and Babe Ruth, honestly, you could really interchange the two between Babe Ruth and Barry Bonds, but it's just the fact that like Barry Bonds had some of the most insane seasons that you will ever see by a baseball player.
Yeah, I mean, that 73 home run season was like single-handedly the greatest single season performance ever.
and a 1.800 OPS.
Yeah,
That
it's a shame he was never on like on a World Series contending team.
Yeah, it's a shame that he never had any good quality teammates besides maybe Andy Van Slyke from the Pirates. I mean that's good, I guess. Um, I mean, he's like the Otani of that era. Was just one of the more generationally talented players we've ever seen, but had never had a roster good enough to win a championship until he got to another good team. But in
Yeah.
Barry Bonds' case, he never did get to another good team.
Going over to football, I got to start bench cut for you. All in their These players were all in their prime. De- DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, and Devontae Adams.
Oh my God! Holy tough question. This is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to start Julio Jones. This guy was one of the best contested catchers I've ever seen in my lifetime. And then the top two again is just a coin flip. But in their prime, I'm gonna have to bench Devontae Adams and cut D Hop.
The only problem that I have with Julio Jones is his touchdown numbers.
Well, I mean, he wasn't really this big old touchdown merchant. Like he was made to get you down the field and score a
Yeah.
touchdown every once in a while. And that's really his purpose. That's not a bad thing. I got one for you though. In their primes, start bench cut Antonio Brown, Megatron, and Larry Fitz.
I think this is harder than the one that I gave you. All in their prime, I'm starting Megatron. I think that's kind of self-given. I
Yeah,
mean, he's he's the biggest freak of nature wide receiver I've personally ever seen.
I 100% agree.
And then Fitz and Antonio Brown. That's a really tough one. I think just like longevity purposes, I will go Larry Fitzgerald. I will bench Fitz, and I'll cut AJ Brown.
Antonio Brown.
But yeah, my fault, Antonio Brown. But I mean, I think Antonio Brown could have been a top receiver of all time if it
Him
wasn't
being
Ant if he if Antonio Brown wasn't Antonio Brown.
he could have been
If
the
you kind of
best
like
receiver ever, dude. He his look. I
yeah
mean, if you go look at his numbers here, you know what? Let me go ahead and pull up his numbers. I mean, he could have been. He was on pace to be one of the best receivers ever, dude. If he wasn't
yeah
himself, like the goblin that he is, then he could have went on to do great things. I'm not even kidding you. But now the guy's apparently going to jail. He's involved in a bunch of legal trouble stuff, which is honestly, in my opinion, so pathetic. Um,
you're you're glitching out
what
a little
else?
bit.
Obviously, he had that stint with the Raiders. I know, yeah, I am glitching out a little bit. Obviously, he had that stint with the Raiders where, he was cut from training camp. But just look at Antonio Brown's stats, dude. Like, 1,500 yards, 1,600 yards, 1,800 yards, 1,200 yards, 1,500 yards, another 1,200 yards. Then was on New England for a little bit, and then was on Tampa Bay for a little bit. But if he had just stayed in Pittsburgh, dude, he could have been the best receiver of all time. Just look at all of these yards and touchdown numbers. They're just insane.
Yeah, I mean, I just think just for like longevity purposes, I would take Larry Fitzgerald over Antonio Brown.
Yeah. But in your
But is
opinion,
there anything
obviously,
else?
all right. Obviously, real quick, I got another one for you. Start bench cut these quarterbacks: Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and who was the third one? Oh, and Drew Brees.
I'm starting Drew Brees.
Really? Yeah, because I mean, if you really look at it, Drew Brees is like number 2 in almost every single passing stat in
He's the
NFL
only
history.
he's the only person who can kind of go like stat for stat with Tom Brady.
Yes, because again, he's
And
is
I think
second to Tom Brady in every single category.
yeah, and I think after that, how many Super Bowl rings does Favre have?
One, him and Rodgers both have one, so they're tied for that. You have to go look at the stats now, and Aaron Rodgers has
Yeah.
the highest QB rating out of any quarterback in NFL history,
Yeah, that's kind of like the deciding factor for the two. I mean, Brett Favre is one of like the greatest deep ball passers of all time, but
and he's one of the
I just
best,
think
the gunslinger himself.
yeah, I know, but I just and the amount of MVPs that he has, I don't know how many MVPs Brett Favre has, but Aaron Rodgers has multiple.
He has, I think, 4 MVPs. I think Brett Favre only has one.
Yeah, I mean, it's the QBR rating and the MVPs that kind of sets the two apart. But
So yeah, you're gonna have to go with
I
Rodgers on this one.
I'll bench Rodgers and I'll cut Favre.
Yeah, and again, if you old heads want to go with Brett Favre, I'm cool with that. Not here to judge, but from our personal preference, I mean, we actually got to see prime Aaron Rodgers play,
Yeah.
so
Is there
that's
but
usually the deciding factor.
is there anything else you want to cover?
Uh, you got one for me? Start bench cut all time quarterbacks.
Um, yeah, I got one.
Okay, can only imagine what this one's gonna be.
Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Dan Marino.
This is gonna be a super hot take. I'm starting Peyton Manning. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. Joe Montana never ever had a season above 4,000 pass yards. Couldn't even throw for above 300 yards. Peyton Manning's the most MVPs in history. Was still winning Super Bowls and honestly out of his prime with the Broncos. Obviously set the record for most touchdowns, passing touchdowns in a single season. So I'm going to go ahead and start Peyton Manning, bench Joe Montana, and then I'm going to go and cut Dan Marino. Respectfully, Dan. I mean, nothing against Dan Marino, but I just think if he had just gotten the help around him, he could have won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, that should just wrap it up for this episode. Thank you guys for sticking by us for this episode. Hope you enjoyed all the NFL content. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get out another episode for our NFL Week 2 predictions. So stay tuned for that. I'm Pulse Metrics.
And I'm Nico Mateo.
And we are signing off. See y'all later.